What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Jump Superstars. And I'm sorry, I've been doing this long project recently for one of my classes. Anyway, this stage is just gonna be a classic beat 'em up and just keep all your health. Meanwhile, I created a new deck called the Battlefield, and basically I took the characters that we got from the Battlefield, including Sasuke. Anyway. Yay, Jump Superstars. Yeah, like I said, you guys, I've been doing business courses recently, and yeah, those classes are no joke because business is serious business. Anyway, yeah, but I'm done with like one of the major things that I need to do, so like I should be able to make like these videos now like more frequently. Sorry about that. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Recently I've just been like I said, like I've just been living life, watching new anime in and out of this series, trying to catch up with the animes that I'm gonna be like playing against next in Jump Superstar, since I got like some free time, but not enough free time to record any of these because, well, I'm lazy. Plus, there's a process to it. And I don't like to go through that process because I got to transfer files between computers, so sorry. Anyway, Battlefield characters. The character, this is, I forgot what the fuck his name is, but he got spears and he got a lance, and he's from, freaking Buso Renkin. And my god, like, his freaking series sucks, but, like, he is freaking awesome in Jump Superstars. I really cannot remember his name right now. But basically, like, he actually has these two spears, but in, like, Ultimate Stars, like, you can fly anywhere with them. Because, like, for some reason, the little, ribbon on the back of those, like, it's like a little jetpack. Like, they emit energy, so he uses them to fly around, so... The cool thing about him is that, like, you can just charge it up before you, like, hit somebody like this. But I don't charge it for all that long since, like, I'm, like, fighting two little kids. Jesus Christ, man, I didn't even mean to kill them all that easily. But yeah, also, I didn't really get to talk about what's-his-face, the kid from freaking Hunter x Hunter. I forgot his name at the moment. I'm terrible with names right now. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get a chance to use it, but you can also charge up his moves as well. But anyway, yeah, we beat the freaking level. It wasn't all that hard. And we managed to just get one, and I think that was just beat it with one full health character. So yeah, just switch over on the last minute and don't get hit like the next time you do the match. I don't know how to like actually do that, but anyway, the next place is just pretty much KO the characters without being knocked out. But something I need to say, oh wait, let me talk about the series first. This series is a very popular series that takes place in a futuristic Japan and has Gintama. Anyway, about one of these missions is that we have to beat it with a combo. My god, that's gonna be tough. But let me come back to that. I gotta keep coming back to shit. Anyway, Gintama! This series is a futuristic series where aliens is taking over Kyoto, or Edo as they call it. Edo, Japan, and basically it got that, you know, that dystopian future vibe, but not really, because as you can see, like, it's more of the classic Japan clash with the more realistic, or the futuristic Japan. I don't know how to describe it. It's a neo-classic future. I don't know. But basically, this is Gintoki. I think that's his name, Gintoki. I've only read the first volume. And basically, he's a samurai from a certain war when all of his friends joined it. But then after that, he lived his life as just a freelancer afterwards. Kind of like Rurouni Kenshin. But, shit. A guy named Shin eventually comes in his life, and I guess he owes him something. I'm not exactly sure. But basically, he goes under his wing and becomes a freelancer too by working with him. And then later on, you got Kagura, who's like the bitch who just is stupidly strong, and I think she's an alien as well. And she got her own little dog. And basically, they're just freelancers who take on jobs, going around, making money, and Gen is the, you know, the laid-back, childish person who reads Shonen Jump. You got Shin, who's just a straight man, and then you got Kagura, who's the chick. I also got a few villains here and there, but most of the time it's more like the Monster of the Week formula, more in the comedic type of way, but it got a few arcs. Gintama, Like I said, I read the first volume, but it's not my cup of tea. And it hasn't been dubbed here, over here in America, and it really needs to, because I think it would be more interesting. But until that day, I'm not going to be reading any Gintama. Plus, like, the series over here had been canceled at the 23rd volume, I think. Not necessarily canceled, but, like, I don't think it was making enough money for it to keep going, because they had to cut, like, all the budget out of, like, some of these mangas. So, one of them that they had to cut was also Bobobo, which doesn't really surprise me, because, you know, Japanese comedy is not, like, all that funny. Anyway, the next stage, we're just going to be clearing it. With using the X button at least 3 times and without getting hit. But you know what, like at the time of actually recording this, yeah, I kind of forgot. Anyway, I've actually made 2 new decks, or modified the Straw Hat deck, and I've also modified the Team 7 deck. Now Sasuke looks badass. Actually, no, now Sasuke can actually do the Sharingan. You want to see it? You want to see it? Oh, wait, I'm dead. This always seems to happen whenever I start up those missions. I always forget that I can't get hit. And they're fucking serious. If you get hit, like, it's lights out. Anyway, let's just jump right back into this. It's not that hard to get hit, but like I said before, like, you should just use the 4th coma of Sakura. Because basically, her coma allows you to have substitute jutsu, like, in the background. So you can take that extra hit. And you could probably get in an extra hit like doing a substitution, because there's like a free hitbox right there. But yeah, like this new Sasuke, like I don't know where I got him, but I must have got him like doing the battlefield. Like, oh my gosh, he is a beast. And he's based off the Sasuke who was in the Chunin exam, so it's like a weak version of the Chidori, but now you could do the Phoenix fireball instead of just like the regular old fireball. And we're fighting Naruto, and how fitting. Damn. Stretch for things. Anything else I can say about Gintama? Gintama is your mama. Basically, like, the anime over there in Japan is stupidly popular. But over here in America, they've released the Japanese version. And I think they even stream it on Crunchyroll and whatnot. If you've never heard of Crunchyroll, go over there. That's where you can watch all of your original Japanese series, just like subtitled officially and in no less than an hour being released in Japan, you know, so like you could just go and watch the new episodes of Naruto while they're being released. Kind of cool, isn't it? That's where like my friend and I watched some of the newer episodes of Naruto, but they've been filler so far, so yeah, I got nothing. I only just got the 3 hits in one. Anyway, it seems like we can only go to these 3 right now. So I guess the only thing we can do is go off and try to figure out something else to do. Oh man, I love the battlefield. And you know, you do not see that glitch on the screen. But back here in Battle City, yeah, let's go check that little thing out all the way in the little corner. Apparently we just have to beat this stage one more time. And it's just going to be a simple task. Just throw in whatever deck you want. I don't care, like it really doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, for some reason my screen glitched right here, but this is just like some little side story just talking about like how is it going to lead on to our next place. I'm not exactly sure what we did to unlock this, but just keep on beating all the missions and you'll be bound to get this. Anyway, this mission again, just for good time's sakes, you guys, is the mission that you have to kick the freaking treasure chest back and forth, but it took me a second to realize that, and I'm too lazy to fucking edit. Does that make me a bad person? No? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, man. You know, I wish, like, Naruto and freaking Bleach would end already. I know, like they say, like, they're coming to an end, but Jesus Christ, man, it's been forever. I want some new freaking anime. Even though, there is, like, this anime called not Kenji. Is it Kenji? Kenji, the Honorable Disciple or something? I tried watching that because, like, my friend Snowman says it's really good. That and Hajime no Ippo and something else. And Rosario Vampire. And I've just been watching all these new animes lately and just haven't been feeling them. But I'll get into them sometime. Anyway, this leads on to a new path. Hooray! And now we can go on and keep completing out the rest of Battle City. And this is a simple task. All we gotta use is a support character 5 times, use the X button 3 times, and a dream combo 5 times, and something else. I think it's a super combo 5 times. I don't know. I'm gonna be using my Straw Hat deck because I like the freaking Straw Hats. Even though like I didn't really get to show off like who's all in it. But it's funny how I use my Straw Hat deck and we're going against only Straw Hats. Also, we got Sanji now, which is a cool thing. I know some people probably won't care, but Sanji used to be like my favorite character throughout One Piece. But let's just Gum Storm him all the way up into the freaking ceiling. And the nice thing about the next Jump Superstars, I think like at least at 2 stages, you can actually break the ceiling and go onto a new page, but I'm not exactly sure. But Sanji, obviously from freaking One Piece. If you don't read One Piece, I really advise you to do it. Read it all the way up to volume 50 because that's when they do the time skip, and I don't like time skips. Anyway, basically, Sanji, he has the ability to freaking kick people hard as shit, and he's just like a kick-ass martial artist and whatnot, and he's a pirate as well. Kick-ass pirate martial artist, yeah, like just throw pirate in front of anything, and that just sounds awesome. That and ninja pirate, cook, martial artist. Anyway, he can just kick people's asses, but he's obsessed with women. Yes. Anyway, that wasn't a hard mission at all. Game, set, and match, and suck my dick. We're on to the next freaking level. Oh yeah, and I should tell you about this right now. Comboing, like to beat a level with comboing, you just need to kill that character with just one combo and then just run from him for the rest of the time. Okay? Anyway, our next stage is going to be from a certain manga that I really, really, really freaking love, and it's just that it's never going to be coming over here to America. Anyway, we're just going to be knocking the character out 3 times out of the ring and not get KO because the walls here are really easy to break. Anyway, I'll just be using sports killers because they're awesome. Anyway, this is the manga that can be the one and only Reborn. Actually, it's called Hitman Tutor Reborn, but over here in America, we just called it Reborn. Yeah, I like it just being called Reborn. I fuck the tutor and whatnot. Anyway, Reborn. Reborn is about a baby who is, well, named Reborn. And basically, this child is trying to find a kid named Suna. Or he found him, basically. And he's training him to be the next greatest world mob boss. Yeah, I'm serious. Like a baby training a little kid or just an average teenager to be the mob boss of the world. I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe a Russian mob boss. Anyway, basically, Suna is a big, big pussy. I think that's his name, Suna. And basically, he is just very unwilling to do anything. But to get him motivated, Reborn, he shoots him with this bullet called the Desperation Bullet. I think it's pronounced Desperation Bullet, but you could just call it Desperation Bullet. And basically, that bullet will make him turn into a dying will type of character where he's just pretty much a zombie, but he gets like flame over his head, he gets stupidly strong, and he's in his drawers. Anyway, he gets the spirit to do whatever he wants and just like takes down bad guys and whatnot, people with him and whatever. And this manga is actually really freaking good. Like, let me get even more into the story. Basically, like, he has to gather up his own mafia, and I think one of them is Goku Dara, and then there's another guy who's like on the baseball team. Those are some of his closest friends. Then you got just some of the other characters that like come in, like Baichi or Banchi, and she's like Reborn's like former lost lover. Then you got can't even remember. Oh wait, yeah, he's in love with this girl named Kyuki, and she is it Kyuki? I can't remember. God damn, I'm terrible at names tonight. Basically, she gets her brother. Then you got this guy named Hanabara. Jesus, I hate Japanese. And he's like part of the school security, and he kicks ass because he got batons. And just, this is just such a good anime, and I don't even got enough time to talk about it. Oh well. Hitman Reborn starts off with just like little comedy and whatnot at the start, and then later on it gets a little bit more serious as like they get into fighting tournaments against other mafia mobs and whatnot, more babies and their pacifiers are involved in, just give freaking Hitman Reborn a read. It's just called Reborn over here in America. But until then, you guys, I will be seeing you guys next time.